Hello and most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit-chatting. This is where we get those who matter when it comes to sports development. Really tell us what is up their sleeves. And today we devoted the time to football and we're talking about the ongoing Under-20 Cup of Nations in Mauritania. The Black Satellites have been doing it. And last night they did another human's job, and we want to look at their progress so far and what we should be expecting in the finals, because we now know who Ghana will be playing in the finals, and that final will be live as usual on GTV Sports Plus, our sister station. And so I've been joined by two colleagues, journalists, two Michaels, Michael Okule and Michael Nsian via Zoom, to really do the discussions, really, because the last time we had the opportunity, we're trying to assess the team, and it looks like the team has really responded to some of our queries, and they've performed beyond some expectations to some connoisseurs of the game. And so before I allow my colleagues to give us their initial comment, I want to give you a flashback of how the semi-finals went. The first game was between Ghana and the Gambia. I'm proud to that game. The Gambians have beaten their Ghanaian counterparts by 2-1 in the group stage. Is the third group game, and so it was a little bit of a doubt there. But let's go back and bring you a flashback of some of the highlights in last night's encounter. Ghana won by 1-0. Flashback of the first semi-final game in the ongoing Under-20 Cup of Nations. Now, let me get my colleagues via Zoom, Michael Okule and Michael Nsian Ochre. Okule is with Unique FM here at GBC, and Michael Nsian Ochre is with Star FM. Gentlemen, good to have you.
Well, it's so good to be back.
Indeed. The last time we had a chat about this particular team, we raised concerns, and I can see the excitement on your faces. Okay, Mike, let me start with you, because you raised a whole lot of concerns. For Nsian Ochre, he was a little bit aware of some of these tricks teams play and how coaches are able to do their stuff. So let me start from you, Okule. Now, are you surprised that the technical handlers and the players listened to what you said, and then they performed beyond doubt?
Well, Thanks very much. I don't think I am surprised. I am not that surprised. It is to our qualification to the next stage of the competition. I am not surprised because if you look at Coach Karim Zito during the Wafu tournament, some of us criticized the style of play of the team. They didn't look that flamboyant. They didn't play as a unit. They didn't play as a natural under 20 of Ghana that we are used to. But it's just like he kept on grinding the results. He kept on squeezing juice out of stones, and then he was able to win the ultimate in the World competition. And so I think that is the trend. Just look at how Ghana has been able to qualify to the finals. Even in terms of scoreline, one of our best games, our best game in the competition has to do with our opening game against Tanzania. We hit the back of the net. We scored 4 goals, but yes, 4-0 on any given day should have been some kind of excitement and other things. But we would only jubilate over the goals. But performance on the pitch and then team play, we are not proud of it, and so some of us criticize. And it's manifested in a 2 games, in the subsequent 2 games, 2 group games. And for me, knockout phase, I think Karim Zito's intention is to ensure that Ghana win the ultimate, and that is what he's been saying. We want to win the ultimate. We want to win the ultimate. So I personally, I am of the view that he has sacrificed the style of play, the beautiful football we expect from the team. He has sacrificed that for results. And so Jose Mourinho will tell you, no matter how the results comes, the most important thing is that at the end of the 90 minutes, we are able to win the 3 points. And I think that is gradually what has gotten into the team, and then we've been able to qualify to the finals. Frankly speaking, in our game against Gambia, prior to our game against Gambia, I was a bit scared because if you analyze our game against them very well at the group stage, it tells you that we were highly exposed, and then we were not able to string passes together. We were just trying our luck against them, and so I was scared. But then again, Coach Karim Zito made some few changes to at least, even if you are not playing the good football that we want, we were able to qualify.
So, Isiatri, let me find out from you. Are you that surprised, or you saw it coming, that irrespective of whatever transpired in the group stages, when it comes to the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, the satellites will progress? Okule. Let me find out from Okule. For that school of thought that says that some agents were lurking around and so putting pressure on Coach Karim Zito to use some players at all cost. Really, did they really play any role, or it was just a technique by Coach Zito to make sure that nobody sees the tricks he has up his sleeves in terms of the arsenals he will unleash on any game that he plays? Mike.
But so, if you look at our tournament very well, very well, Coach Karim Zito hasn't been consistent in respect to his starting lineup. Just the first, almost every game there are some changes in respect to the lineup, and so for me, I wouldn't be able to say that he was under kind of pressure by scouts and agents and managers of these players to be used. But one thing I will say is that in as much as I don't have hardcore evidence, this game or this job deals with a lot of evidence. If you don't have evidence, you shouldn't say certain things. But I can tell you on authority that what I saw in the game, I wasn't surprised, and I will never discount the fact that the presence of scouts and agents and then pep talks from managers onto the players was the reason why we were seeing our competition throughout the tournament. The boys, they've been playing, they've adopted the individual, they've been too individualistic. If you look at our game yesterday, that was clearly what happened. Quite apart from the goal that was scored by Precious Bois, most of the players were playing to the gallery. They were playing to suit themselves, and they were playing to suit a particular agenda. And so I wouldn't be surprised. I am not surprised. But as to whether the presence of the agents and then the scouts put some kind of pressure on Karim Zito, I would doubt, because Karim Zito is very experienced coach, and so and I don't think that this is the first time he's getting closer to a big team or a national team. He's coached Kumasi Asante Kotoko, he's coached Accra Hasselhoff, and so he's well experienced.
Okay.
And the presence of this guy shouldn't. But one thing is that if you look at the tournament, just look at the tournament very well. Sometimes teams, I said it here, that teams that struggle to make it out of their group, sometimes or most of the times, put some kind of threats on those that we think that they can win a competition. Typical example is Portugal. The year that they won the European Championship, they struggled to make it out of their group. I think they were one of the 10 best, but they were able to slalom their way through to the finals, and then they were able to win the ultimate. And that is what is exactly the trend in this under-20 championship. Ghana struggled. We were one of the 10 best teams, and then look at the story now. We are in the finals, and so I am not that surprised. Ghana, you see, it is. We are talking about this particular competition and Ghana just because of pedigree set by previous teams and then the experience we have in this championship. 12 appearances, and out of these 12 appearances, we've won the competition 3 times. Just look at the entire competition, the number of the teams in the competition. 7 debutants. So on any normal day, Ghana shouldn't struggle winning this championship because there's no Nigeria, there's no Ivory Coast, there's no South Africa, and there's no defending champions Mali, and there's no Senegal. You get it? So these are some of the teams that on any given day they pose threats to Ghana's ambition of winning titles. And so if they are not in there, we need to at least win and win convincingly. But because the performance is not pleasing, we are struggling, and we are talking about this team. Okay. I'm sure that if we had beaten Tanzania 4, the next opponent 2-3, it would have been clear that it would have been a clear statement by the team that yes, these are the intention, we want to win the ultimate, okay. And then the teams, our opponents, are not a threat to us. Okay. But look at how we struggled. So that is why I think that we are talking about this team. Had it not been that, I'm not sure we'll be talking about whether we are surprised in making it to the finals or we are surprised. Just go back and look at the number of times Ghana has qualified to the semi-finals of the Africa, this is the World Cup, Africa Under-20 Championship. I think it's just it's one of those things. Okay. It's one of those things. We shouldn't be carried away by Ghana qualifying to the finals. Yes, one thing that I would say it is good for us is the fact that after Anas expose, look at how the Ghana our football has struggled. So if out of the woods we are gradually making impact by winning the WAFU, winning the qualifying for the finals of the under 20. If you're able to qualify for Africa Cup of Nations, I mean the senior national team, we are on the verge of making it. We just need a win out of our last two. If you're able to do that, I think that one will bring some smiles back to the faces of Ghanaians. This is not an achievement that I think we should be over the moon of.
Okay, I'll come back to you for you to give me your take on our opponent for the final. That is Uganda. What they did last night in the second semi-final game. But I have Desmond right here in the studio with me. It's another journalist, sports journalist. He likes to follow the game, and so today he has joined me here. Desmond, good to have you. Now share your thoughts with us. Proud to you entering the studio. We were playing the highlights, giving a flashback of how the boys really did it. Are you surprised at all at the performance of the national under 22?
I'm very, very surprised. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. And, you see, when I first watched the match, the first match for Ghana, I was surprised because the current trend of players we have here is not good at all. Because in the past we know that great players like Michael Essien, the Suleiman Taris have passed through this same team, and what they are playing is so abysmal. Because they can't even control the ball. I don't know what they are trying to do on the pitch though. Because if this is what we are going to use to face the elites, I should say, the elite of Europe, I can say we can't achieve anything at all. I don't know the training the officials, our officials, the coaches and the technical team is given to them. If what we are seeing is anything to go by, then we are hitting the rocks.
So now that they were able to, if you call it magic, now they've progressed to the final. Are you expecting them to put the icing on the cake by winning against this Ugandan side, first timers? What are your take before I get to Michael and then my other colleagues? What are your take?
Well, Uganda has nothing to lose when it comes to this match proper. They are coming in with their guns blazing, and they want to surprise everyone. They have nothing to lose. If they lose, it will still be
news for them. Good news for them.
News for them because
first timers, you've gone to the final. You finished second at a prestigious tournament.
So
for Ghana.
Well, for Ghana, you know, the last time we went to the finals, we were kicked out some time ago. We were kicked out, and these players want to make a name for themselves. And even if they will be included in the current setup of the Black Stars, they have to do something. This is you have been given the opportunity, so do something. So I'm looking forward to they bringing the cup home. So, and if they don't.
Okay. What you also said, my producer will give me a flashback again. For people who didn't really get the highlight, this is how the Ugandans were able to push their Tunisians aside and then weave their way through. They scored 4 goals. Four goals. Whilst we scored 1 against a very stubborn side. And they scored 4 goals against a very tactically disciplined side. And so let's go back to Mauritania and bring you a flashback. The second semi-final match was between Uganda and Tunisia. This is how it transpired. So welcome back from Nashot. And again, I still have Michael Okuli, I have Michael in Siamatri via Zoom, and I have Desmond in the studio here. So these are the opponents the Black Satellites will be facing in the final. And like Desmond said, for the Ugandans, it is their first time, and same as Michael Okuli, of progressing to where they are. And so they have, quote unquote, nothing to lose. They are on the verge of making history, although they've made it already, making history, beating the giants in the tournament. That is Ghana, 3-time winners. It's a big thing, and so they are coming in to do it. But they scored 4 against a tactically disciplined side. Do you see, Desmond, do you see Coach Karim Zito and the boys surprising us again, because they keep surprising us?
Okay, so the match we won against Gambia was a surprise to me, because yes, because I thought it was a done deal.
The Gambians?
I thought we were to the Ghanaians. I thought we were coming.
The group stages.
Yes, I thought we were coming home.
Oh, okay. So
I thought we were coming
when
home.
we were playing the second game against the Gambians, you felt last night that that was our end.
Yes, I thought we were coming home.
So now that you didn't come home, now you are going to the final.
No, I'm looking forward for a surprise. So I'm looking forward. Okay,
you still don't have hope that you can beat the Ugandans.
Okay, I was side with my friend Michael. He was saying that it seems that the boys were all playing for them. Were playing for themselves. They were not playing for the country.
Really?
You could see that there was no system.
Okay, Mike, let me come back to you. These highlights that we saw, these boys from Uganda banged in 4 goals. A whole lot of people didn't give them the dog chance, because when you look at the Tunisians and how tactical they are in terms of their discipline, then they won't be pushovers. But at the end, the Ugandans surprised the Tunisians. 4 goals. Were you also surprised, or you saw it on the wall?
Well, Joe, before I answer that question, let me make a very quick correction. Desmond attributed a quote to me that I said the team we're not playing for the country. I didn't say that.
Okay.
What I said was that they were too individualistic instead of playing as a unit.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I said.
Well said and well corrected. So are you surprised at Uganda's efforts now? Are you surprised?
Yes, I'm surprised. I am surprised because of their performance in the competition, but I am not surprised with their preparation ahead of the competition. They prepared so well. Just go back, look at this. I think the last edition of the Under-17 Championship 2 years ago, almost 80% of the players have been promoted to this Under-20. So there's a little bit of consistency in the team, and then there's a high level of teamwork, unison, and also I think they know each other. They've played for a very long time. Look at how they were put together at the 17 level, and then they were pushed at the 20 level. So I am not surprised from that angle. But looking at what they've done in the championship, qualifying all the way to the finals, I think they've done well. But coming up against Ghana, Theo, there are some similarities between these two countries. I mean, Ghana and Uganda. If you look at Uganda was in the same group. I mean, Group A with Cameroon, Mauritania, and Mozambique. The only time they lost at the group phase, or the only defeat in this championship, has to do against Cameroon. That is the only defeat that they had. Come to Ghana. Ghana, we were in the same group with Tanzania, Tunisia, Gambia. We were able to qualify out of this group, and then at the quarterfinal stage, we played against Cameroon, whom had already beaten our current opponent, Uganda. We played against Cameroon, and we all know how we were able to qualify, how we were able to beat them. We labored to beat them by 2-1 at the extra time. Now, come down. Uganda played against Tunisia in the semi-finals, and they beat Tunisia by 4-1. That is an emphatic victory. 4-1. What was the outcome in the game between Ghana and Tunisia? It was 0-0 at the group phase. So a team that Uganda lost to, Cameroon, Uganda defeated Cameroon. A team that Ghana struggled to deal with, Uganda beat that team. So that is the similarity between these two countries. So heading in finals, let's also not forget Uganda is a robust side. They're very rugged, and you have to say their opponent that they've played against a rugged team like Cameroon. They lost. They've played against a rugged team like Burkina Faso, and they were able to beat Burkina Faso on penalties. After first 90 minutes, it was 0-0, and they defeated Burkina Faso 5-3 on penalties. So it tells you in 90 minutes regulation time, they've struggled to win against a rugged side. Now they are playing against Ghana. You ask yourself, Ghana, how many teams, rugged teams that Ghana has played against? We've played against only Cameroon. And that one also went beyond 90 minutes. So it tells you that the rugged teams, whenever we are playing, it is very difficult playing against them. Now we are going to play against Uganda, another stubborn and then well great side. For me, it would only take, at this point in time, we cannot play as a team, as a unit again. Because if out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches, we're not able to play as a team, I don't think in the final game that teamwork, that unison, that cohesion will come automatically. It will still boil down to an individual play that will make Ghana qualify, that will make Ghana win the ultimate. But that notwithstanding, we are going to play against a very formidable side. And for me, if we win the championship, I wouldn't be surprised, because Coach Karim Zito has made it clear that the most important thing for him in this championship is the Holy Grail. And so if he's able to lay his hands on it, so be it. As a result of that, he has sacrificed good performance. When I say good performance, style of play, teamwork on the field for 3 points. And so that is the ultimate. He's going at them. He will be going at them to get the ultimate. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to do that. But that won't come cheap.
It will not come cheap. Okay, let me check if Insiauche is ready with his audio. Mike, are you ready? Okay, let me come back to this one. This one, you heard Mike, and so Mike feels that there is a possibility that Ghana can win the under-20, beat Uganda. He gave us the stats. But you sincerely, do you still have hope that Coach Karim Zito has the magic wand to really surprise us again?
Well, I'll say yes, because we know the pedigree of our coach, Coach Karim Zito. He knows what he's doing.
So he knows what he's doing. So he was joking. Was he joking when he started the group stages?
Well, you see,
or it was a plan to start the group stages?
I don't know, but
you know that he's a good coach.
Yes, he is a good coach.
Okay,
but sometimes the players don't pick it up from the very onset. So gradually they go, but we are not seeing it. But we are winning, which is very surprising. So we want to see our team play and win.
So you want to see good football on the field of play.
Of course.
Then at the end of the day, you put the icing on the cake by coming back with the trophy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Don't you think that there will be too much pressure, because the boys are watching us online and they always watch us. The coaches watch us. Don't you think they are putting pressure on them to win the tournament?
No, I don't think they are putting pressure on anybody, because and football now is full of pressure. Elsewhere, you are 19 years and you've won the Golden Boy. Now everybody is expecting you to win more things for yourself. So if they are listening to me and they are watching me, I just want to tell them that they should go out there and bring the trophy home, because Ghanaians are ready.
And bring the trophy home, according to Desmond. Okay, before I check out from the studio, should Ghanaian fans measure their expectations in terms of the final? We should just go out there and quote-unquote chill, because the trophy is coming back to Ghana.
So if you walk through town, I walk through town, even when Ghana, on the day Ghana is playing, and after 90 minutes that we've won, the message that I pick is that they don't care whatever happens. Because unlike previous, when Ghana wins, you will see drivers blowing their horns. This is some kind of excitement among the youth, among people who are following. But this time around, that is not what I'm saying.
Is it not because of COVID? Don't you think it's because of COVID?
Oh, but if because of COVID, I don't think blowing horn and jubilating will make someone attract COVID, or will force you to break the COVID protocol. Because as I'm speaking to you now, wherever I am now, if Ghana wins, I should be able to shout because I am alone. And shouting, I don't think is a form of breaking COVID protocol. I personally believe that the country Ghana doesn't care about whatever happens. But one challenge that I'll pose to the guys is the fact that now that the team is more like has been neglected, do whatever you want to do. If you win, fine. If you don't win, fine. That is the challenge that I want them to execute. They need to win. If they win this championship, I'm very hopeful that the love that we are trying to bring back will automatically be back. And people will start following them, and people will start throwing gifts at them, like we saw during the 2009 squad when they won the Africa Championship in I think in Rwanda when they won with Salah Sete. They need to win this championship at least to shut the critics, to shut the mouth of the critics, because the manner in which they'll be criticized, I'm sure if they win the championship, they'll be praised more than that.
And is it that they are just trying to rewrite history? Because the last time we won the Under-20 World Cup, we saw them go to a waffle tournament. They won. They played the Africa Cup of Nations. They won. And then they won to the World Cup. And then they won as well. Now there is no World Cup. So they've won the waffle. The zombie. They are playing the Africa Cup of Nations. Won't that also be a bit of a pressure that let's just emulate our predecessors who have been successful, that we can see some of them play at the senior level? That's the Black Stars.
At this point in time, it's all about individual development. At this point in time, if there had been a World Cup competition, one would pick to say, okay, let's win the championship and go to the World Cup. That is also another bigger stage that we can exploit for ourselves. But this is, someone would say, this is the end of the road for them. So this is the time that individually they need to make themselves important for future assignment. When I say future assignment in this case, I mean the Under-20 TV and possibly drafting some of them into the mainstream Blasters.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of pressure, because when they were called to camp, the pressure kept mounting. Because when you are called to camp, the pressure for you is to get selected into the final squad. After getting selection into the final squad, another pressure is that get selected into the starting 11. After getting the selection into the starting 11, another pressure is that you win your immediate game. After that, there are games ahead of you. You need to win. So the pressure is already there, and you know what they all know what they subscribe for. They subscribe for pressure to win and also bring back the love and then the smile on the faces of Ghanaians. So as to whether we charge them to win, to bring the trophy or not, there's nothing like pressure. I don't want us to say that we are putting pressure on them. No, they know what they've subscribed for, and we also know what we want. And so powering the two shouldn't generate pressure. It should generate hard work and challenge, so that you satisfy us, or we also satisfy you by praising you.
Thank you very much, Michael Okule, for joining us. Thank you, Insiantre. I know next time your audio will work well, so that we have you. Romeo, we didn't get you. Cecil too, we didn't get you. Now, this one, before we check out from the studio. So, sincerely, do you feel that it is our time to bring this thing back, to really make the Ket Okriko administration really sit well, because at least there is a trophy to look forward to and build on?
Yes, I agree with what you just said. I think it's high time we bring the cup home again, because it's been a while that Ghana has seen a cup in our coffers, and we need that cup to bring the love, because we can't just bring the love and just be supporting and be losing every time. You could do finals and
then we lose it.
No. This time we don't want that.
So you feel that Uganda will fall? They've had enough, and
as a Ghanaian, yes,
they've had enough, so they should be content with what they have.
Of course. When we are talking about cup winners in Africa, they shouldn't even come. No, this cup is ours. So as patriotic as I am, I'm going in for Ghana. I'm tipping Ghana winning 2-0.
After the final, I'll bring you here again for us to really see indeed if this your wish will come through. Thank you very much for staying with us. That has been the page. I know you were on social media and as well as tweeting, but hey, bring back the love wherever you are. Be proud. On the final, watch it on GTV Sports Plus, where the legends live, and then at the end, let's share some memorable moment. Put on your Ghana jersey, look for your Ghana flag, make sure that you are a proud Ghanaian, because these young boys are starting a journey and they'll bring their trophy and then it will continue. Who knows? At the end of the day, they will bringing us the Afcon Real Trophy for us. Thank you very much. My name is Steve Lasampa. The page returns same time tomorrow. Cameras and everybody, thanks very much for making it a possibility. Remember, mask up, sanitize, social distance, physical distance, and then respect all the protocols in place. Bye for now.